Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another guide video for an Empyrean Galactic Survival. Today's video is the second installment on the Voidum Guide series. Today I will go into resources such as gold, silver, magmacite, and tungsten, as well as farming progenitor technology fragments. Some of you may be thinking, Akeva, isn't there already a guide on this? Yeah, there is. However, I will be going into more detail in this guide. I will also be sharing my hard-earned experience and hopefully in doing so save you some time and help you put up with the grind in this game. Mostly known as Reforged Eden, Grind Simulator. Soon to be Reforged 2, Grind Simulator 2.0. All jokes aside, I'm here to help you guys. I will be sharing my hard-earned experience on how to do this effectively and in such a way that saves you time. Hopefully that's a benefit over some of the other guides you've already seen. Let's get started. So, before we get started on this, there's a few notes here. I have some visual aids here, and this is going to be more of a presentation format, so this isn't actually going to be an action video like you may be used to. So keep that in mind, and there will be some action at the end with the progenitor farming. Alright, let's get started. Magmacite. In early game, this is found on any planet with large liquid lava lakes. Some of you may not be aware of this, and that is the point of this guide, to show you guys that this is the thing. This includes hell planets, frozen inferno, and lava planets. Magmacite is needed to craft dark matter containers and dark matter pods. In addition to this, many high-end weapons, including, but not limited to, EMP cruise missile launchers, railgun turrets, and the LX-2 railgun. Later on, you will get magmacite from rich asteroid mining, but for now, stick to these planets, and if you need a ship capable of mining magmacite on these planets, or even if it's like a 4G planet, go on over to the workshop, type in GEI Wolf Rayet, or just GEI Wolf, and that'll take you to it. And that's on my GEI channel. That's in my, not GEI channel, GEI workshop on the Steam workshop. And there will be a link below to that if I remember. Yeah, I'll probably remember. Now, on to the next one, silver. Silver is best found on barren planets, strange planets, and methane moons in Zyrax and Creel space. So if you go to these planets in like neutral space or other faction territories other than these two, they won't have the resources you're looking for. So go to Zyrax space or Creel space. Personally, I recommend methane moons. This is because you can get silver and voidium in the same place at the same time, saving you a lot of time, just time management there. Later, once you get rich mining turrets, which I will show you in a second on my ship, I will show you in a second, and I just repeated that sentence. Great job, Akeva. Later, once you get rich mining turrets, you can speed this up by not having to dig on planets and go into planets, dodge Zyrax patrols, etc., etc. Well, you may still need to dodge Zyrax patrols, but if you're flying a GEI ship, shameless plug here, well, they're just fireworks. They're not really patrols, aren't they? Anyways. Next, we're going on to tungsten. Tungsten is needed for colonist weapons and ammo. Now, disclaimer here, I'm going to say this very bluntly. Do not mine this resource, if at all possible. And here's why. You can decon colonist ammo for tungsten ingots. You get colonist ammo by buying one colonist bolter or light missile turret from a colonist main trade hub, or a colonist scrapyard. Colonist scrapyards are found in K-class systems. Colonist main trade hubs are in neutral space and neutral orbits. There you go, little tip and trick there. You can also sell thrusters, and depending on which colonist main trade hub you get, you'll be able to sell thrusters. You'll be able to sell thrusters there, and bridges and matrices. Win-win. Make money and buy the turrets you need. Yeah, there you go. Once you have placed one on your ship, go to Station Services and buy the ammo for it. Once you have that ammo, take it out of the ammo box, toss it in the deconstructor box. Let it deconstruct and get you some tungsten ingots. Disclaimer here. This may change in the future once Ravian hears me talk about this openly and in a YouTube video, so yeah, if that gets nerfed in the future, I'm sorry guys, not the fault of this video. Also, later on in game, you can also buy railgun ammo, which is a much better source of ingots, and can also be deconstructed into tungsten ingots. Alright. As you're probably aware, you get tungsten from all types of rich mining asteroids. And I'm going to go ahead and switch up and show you the yields for that. So let's bring this here. Sorry, should have done this ahead of time. I was thinking about doing it a different way during the video. So here you go. Anyways, I don't know who made this. Whoever made this, thank you. Leave a comment below if you made this, and I'll give you a shout out. So while I'm going over the gold, go ahead and take a look at this. Pause if you need to. I don't mind. It doesn't help the algorithm, but I don't mind. Now, gold. Yar. Sarcastic yar here. Anyways, yeah. There be gold in their asteroids. Alright, jokes aside, and horrible puns and horrible pun reading aside, and to be honest, that line in the script, I don't know why I left it in. Whatever. So, alright, you're all probably familiar with those aggravating gold asteroids that drop 300 ore. You know, the ones you find in orbits of like lava planets that usually have that Zyrax or a Scar Nemesis guarding it, and you may have lost your mining ship trying to get to these gold asteroids. Yeah, you know those ones. Anyways, forget those. Toss them out the window, toss them out of consideration. This is not about that. This is something better. You also may have done the Syndicate Casino and may think that's a great way to get gold. Yeah, it's a good way to get gold. If you're hostile with pirates and don't want the benefits of being friends with the pirates. Probably thinking, Akeva, you're nuts. Now, would I lead you down a wrong path? Yes, probably, but not in this case. Heck, I would use you guys as guinea pigs for content ideas. I did that earlier in the Discord today. But enough rambling and ranting. Alright, back to the script. So, listen up. I am about to tell you one of the absolute greatest ways to get gold ore early game. And it only involves you shooting some Zyrax grunts. Win-win. Alright. So toss off that preconception that pirates are filthy, asteroid grubbing swine. Because it pays to be nice. Yeah, I'm just looking at my script and thinking, what the heck was I thinking? Yep, that's alright. Pirate gold asteroids give 1.5 to 2k gold ore per asteroid, and there are usually 2 to 4 of them in each of these sectors. What sectors, you may ask? Well, I'm not going to tell you quite yet. I'm trying to drive up that viewer retention here. First, but there are a few prep things you need to do first. One of them, get neutral with pirates. And I'll explain that in a moment. Get neutral with them. You can do this by hunting Zyrax, as I mentioned before. Best way I have found to do that, and quickly, is to go to an arid planet in neutral space. Write that down. Arid planet in neutral space. And find a POI called Zyrax Control Center. The reason I'm choosing to tell you not Zyrax Control Center, Zyrax Control Station, is because that is easiest to find in the registry if the planet has already been scanned. Just saving you a little time there. You might not need that information, but oh well. Next, near it is a radar station POI. This is a very large POI. It's usually surrounded by a control station, an antenna, and 3 defense turret and 3 defense stations, all in a little clump. So you'll have a clump of about 6 POIs, all in a group. So when you're scanning the planet, look for that clump of Zyrax POIs. Once you find it, take a GEI Vectis and go defang it, or whatever your preferred combat SV is, and defang it. Now, it's unshielded, but it has some laser turrets, so be prepared. Now, the reason I recommend this POI is because it spawns 200 to 300 Zyrax troops for you to, let's just say, persuade to give you pirate rep, if you catch my drift. Yeah. Completely butchered that line in the script. Great job. Yeah. Yell at me for my bad readings, my bad presentation skills in the comments, guys. Come on. Just go for it. I don't mind. Anyways. Once you get to neutral, you go into neutral space, and you find a pirate battle station. This is a standalone sector with a station icon on it. It's yellow, as in pirate yellow. And it will, if you're neutral with them, it won't shoot you while you mine the gold asteroids, those rich, juicy gold asteroids. Now, if you create a route with 4 or 5 of these sectors, and you go out with your miner, and you go to each one of these sectors every, like, once a day or so, you only need to do it once you create the route. You get you get about a stack and a half of gold ingots once they're melted down from the ore. Just think about that for a second. 300 ore versus enough ore from like 5 sectors to get a stack and a half of gold. Now, your results may vary depending on how many asteroids are in each of the sectors. You might have to go to more systems if they have less than 3 in each sector, yada yada yada, but your results may differ. But typically, a 4 to 5 system route will get you a stack and a half of gold each time you run it. This is assuming you're on a server where they regenerate, where the asteroids regenerate. This should be enough for a full set of large ox cores. And it only takes about 1 hour of mining for this trip. So let's compare that to the other ways of gold that you may be aware of. Alloy Synthesis Factory, pay through the nose to buy some gold and some platinum. May have to go. It may take a while to get a stack and a half, assuming you have the cash. Maybe about an hour, same amount of time. Let's say going around a route with, let's be generous here, a route that has multiple sectors that have 2 of the regular gold asteroids. You know, the 300 gold ore asteroids. Do I actually need to spell this out for you guys? That's horrible. That's horrible. How many of those gold asteroids do you need to get this much gold? Yeah. Yar. Yar. Now, pirate casinos. I mean the pirate syndicates, casinos, whatever. Those take about a half hour to run. assuming you have the key card already ready. Yeah, and they give you about half that amount, and you also have to run multiple of them, and about double the time for the same amount of gold. Let's be generous there. Yeah. By far, this is the best. This is the absolute best. Alright, yeah. So, that is the 4 resources covered. We're going to move on to progenitor. Wait, Vanessa? What? Oh, right. Sorry, Vanessa. I know, you're marketing director. Yep. Alright, here we go. So, I've been notified that I need to do the mid-roll merch plug again. Don't you dare skip ahead. I have some cool stuff for you guys. So, I have some stuff. And I'm going to preview it here. Alright. This is one of the free desktop backgrounds that I made today. I had a lot of fun with this. And this is yours. Made a custom GEI logo that fits up in that corner. I had a lot of fun with the Affinity Design program and figuring out how to do this, where I would just modify the color of the star in the background, but not modify the colors of the ships. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. And I may even post how I did some of the videos on how I did that later. Anyways, that is the, let's see, which one is this? It has a name and I forgot it already. I'm horrible. Violet Descent. That's the name of this one. Now, the other one here. This is Sojourn. Well, let me look. Aurora, Sojourn of a Neutron Star. Again, made a nice little GEI logo for the top there. I had a lot of fun doing this, guys. I really did. And these two are free. Oh wait, no, these are the 2 paid ones. These are the 2 paid ones. So anyone, whoops, didn't mean to turn that off. Anyone with the Patreon reward, anyone with like tier 1 Patreon, as a member of my channels, can get these along with other benefits such as the Taco and Apro custom ship, the flagship GEI fleet, and yeah, absolutely wonderful rewards here. Now, there are some others. There is merch 1. There is this one, which is the this is the other one that I made today. This is the Aurora and the Hijara. This one is called this one is just Aurora and Hijara. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with these guys. Alright. I hope you guys head over and take a look at these because I hope to get you guys these. Also, a reminder that you can request custom sizes of these to fit like your tablet, and well, patrons can request custom sizes to fit like their tablet or their extra widescreen monitor or whatever. You can request that. Anyways, back to the video. So, we are going to go ahead and head over to the progenitor space. And assuming that the game doesn't crash when I warp, we are going to take the Aurora. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you guys. So, these are the automated asteroid drill harvester turrets, or you can see what they're called here. And these are the step before you get the big boy asteroid excavator turrets. Now, the Aurora is set up to support these turrets, as you can see here. You've got space for them on the Aurora. Now, it is advised that you actually use the Azamora to go mine. Again, I'll put the links in the descriptions. It is advised that you go take the Azamora to go mine, because that supports these turrets, and it's a 2.1 mil ship, so you don't need ox cores for the Azamora, and it's upgradable. Again, link in the description. Now, the excavator turrets, you're going to need a bigger ship. You're going to need a bigger boat. I don't currently have a dedicated GEI ship for the asteroid excavator turrets, like a mining ship for it. So, yeah, sorry about that. It's on my to-do list. Now, I'm going to go down here to the construction sat. Alright, look at one of these constructors. We are going to go into Voidium crafting and just leave it there. Doesn't really matter. So these, you will need to unlock rich asteroid mining schematics for these, and I didn't do that before this video. But as you can see here, they require large upgrade kit, automatic core, silver powder 50, coolant 10, power coil 4, Zask alloy 50, and automated regulator advanced power regulator 4 for the automated, like the T2 version. And yes, this is T2. The T1s are inefficient asteroid drills, and those are found in Zyrax rich asteroid fields, Zyrax space rich asteroid fields on the stations in those sectors. So if you want to get some of those, they're on the stations in those sectors. You can also get them from any of the stations in rich asteroid fields. And then you can just upgrade them to automated, the T2 version, which is the one we're looking at. Now, an additional note before I move on to the excavators. Coolant. How do you get coolant effectively? There is a POI on planets that I have not yet seen this season called Zyrax Colonist Hydroflux Pump Station. Now, assuming you can find one of those and it's not the version that spawns on a lava planet in the lava lake, they will sell coolant. Now, there are some other ways to get coolant, such as like dense asteroid mining. But ideally, how you want to get coolant is look for a Zyrax ship or a ship called A10 Bow Rough RS. Again, A10 Bow Rough RS, and there is another version where it's the Attenbow Rough, or it's just the Attenbow or whatever, Rough something. Ignore that. So with the Attenbow Rough RS, you go in, you pop its aft thrusters, and you just shoot it down the middle with your arties. Don't take out all of its turrets, don't take out all of its thrusters, just keep hammering it with manual fire arty until you hit the core. Go in, loot the coolant. You can get 200 to 500 coolant for each one of these. They spawn as Polaris and Zyrax and Creel. I haven't seen any spawn as pirates. Alright, that's how you get coolant, and that's how you get a good source of coolant. So if you find those, write them down, take them on later. Now, on to the asteroid excavator turrets. These are high level. They require deuterium fuel cells, which you can get at station services if you want to pay through the nose. Or you can go rich asteroid mining and get some deuterium that way and craft it yourself. Again, it's going to require coolant that way, so I actually recommend that you buy the ammo. It doesn't deplete very fast, so yeah. And coolant is really hard to get. Like, even with asteroid mining, coolant is annoying to get, so I just go after Attenbow Rough RSs, and yeah, that's much better. Next, you have your quantum computers, automatic cores. If you're already up to this point and have made aux cores that allow you to put these on your ship, none of these are a problem, except for the neutronium powder, the Irite powder, and the protonium powder. Now, where do you find these? Where are these powders? Well, as the name may suggest, you get dronite from rich asteroid mining fields in drone space, in the drone lands. Yeah. Have fun with that, guys. I recommend a GEI ship. Never gonna stop plugging that. Next, you get neutronium. You get that from any system in neutral space. That is this gray space. If you have territories turned on, have that turned on. Any of these systems have a chance to spawn these asteroid fields. So yeah, go forth, mine. Next, you will need Earite. Now, Earite is found over here in this bubble called Wastelanders. And again, go over there for the Earite. Like, you can get some from the Protonium, but mostly from this bubble over here. Next, you need Protonium. So go over to Zyrax Space, go to a system, find the rich asteroid fields, be prepared for a fight with some Periats, some drones, some stations, and some Sunats. Chump change and fireworks for anything like the Aurora and the Hijara. Now that you've got those powders, 100 of each, you get one from each asteroid. Each asteroid mined. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's not as bad as it sounds. Next, you go back and you toss these resources in the decon. This one has Earite ore. So this gives you an idea of the resources. 3,309. I just tossed a stack in here. Don't expect these yields. Gives you about that much resources. You get, for each one of these powders, you get one toxic waste. As per the yields you saw on the screen earlier, I will show that again. I will quickly flash that up on screen again. Yep, pause if you want to see that again. So this one is Earite. These are the yields for Earite. Rough yields for Earite, so you actually get a sense of what you're looking at. You're going to need 100 Earite. You're going to need 100 neutronium. This is what neutronium powder looks like. This is what it usually gives. This is usually what it gives. Resource it gives is yields. Visual representation. Next, you will need... Now, quick note on protonium powder. Protonium powder, as you can see, gives a lot of promethium pellets. And late game, you need promethium pellets up the wazoo. So, in addition to your auto miners that go out and auto mine promethium, if you set that up, and if you set up auto miners for pentaxid, not refined pentaxid, of course, but the raw, I would recommend going out and hitting up, each time you need some pellets, go out, go forth, smash some Zyrax, and hit up the rich asteroids in their sector. Now, this one is, if I remember right, Legacite. Nope, this is Dronite. So these are the yields for Dronite. Of course, well, these are the rough, like, yeah. So you get Zascosium, Silicon, Magnesium powder, Sathium, Platinum, which is very nice, Gold, and of course Silver powder and Magmacite. Yeah, Dronite, highly favorable. However, there is an alternative to Dronite if you want certain resources, and that is Legacite ore. Legacite ore is defended, and it's defended by Legacy. No, it's not. Well, at least it isn't on the other side of the gate. Now, as you can see, similar yields, maybe some different. Doesn't give you Magmacite, but it gives you tungsten. Now, tungsten's useless, since I went over it with the guide on deconning colonist ammo. Yeah. Anyways, you won't always have to decon colonist ammo, but when you do, it feels good. No, I'm kidding. So, now what? I've showed you all that. Maybe not great. I haven't showed that great, but I've showed you that. Alright, well, Legacite is found. Legacite is found in, is found both in the Sea of Silence, which I'll look at my map real quick. Sea of Silence, which is over there. It's that bubble. It's that bubble there. Sea of Silence. I'm not gonna travel all the way over there because that'll just take up. It's that little green bubble over there. Yeah. That Zyrax space. That's the green bubble, and there's anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's all legacy stuff over there. If you want to do that, not recommended. All right, so heading over to Zane. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Thank you for not crashing this time like it did the last Voidium video. I swear to God, it crashed 5 times. I probably just lost half my audience by saying that, but okay. Not gonna say anything further on it. I apologize. Sorry for those who are offended. I'm sorry. Nasty habit from dealing with a Catholic mother. Well, not Catholic mother, but Catholic grandmother. So we are going to go over. Might help if I. Oh, I just warped to the sun that's in this. Great job, Akeva. Great job. All right, so we are headed over to Who Beta. HU Beta. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Screen's responding. So normally you would go all over the galaxy and do this. I'm going to use admin commands because I don't want to do that. Alright, so now we're on to the progenitor technology fragments farming of the video. I'm going to show you how quickly it can be done. So, a few tips before we get started. Let me turn this back on. A few tips before we get started. See this planet? And you go to the info panel and take a look at the size of the planet. It's a large planet. Ignore those. They're not worth your time. There are plenty of systems in decay space. Find a frickin' small planet. You will thank me. Just find a small planet. It'll save you frickin' time. Gerald, how many times do I have... Not Gerald. You're not Gerald. We don't have a Gerald on the crew anymore. We don't have a Gerald on the crew anymore. What the heck? Stop. What do you mean? What do you mean, man? What do you mean? I told you, no, we're not doing that at GEI anymore. No. I know, but... It was just... Oh, come on, man. No, I am not supporting Imperialaholics Anonymous anymore. Not after the last time. You know what happened, man. Dude, come on. I'm not. GEI is not supporting that program anymore. No. Shush. Fine. Okay, here, you wanna know why? You wanna know why I'm not supporting Imperialaholics Anonymous anymore? Last time we had a meeting on the tropical planet, people were so freaking tuned out that... Yeah, exactly. What do you want that again? You guys were so tuned out that you ate bad food. And I swear the bathroom in the villa was horrible. It was everywhere. Come on, man. No. Dude, I'm not afraid to check you out in airlock. No. And if you come at this again, I'm going to report you to HR. No, I'm not HR. Lone Wolf's HR. He's HR. And, yeah, he's ex-military. Yeah, he's ex-military before he even signing up. He's ex-military. He's gonna check your ass out the airlock. And I probably just got demonetized for that tirade. But you know what? I don't care. Thanks for warning me that we went straight to the planet, Vanessa. Thanks. Oh, yes, it was entertaining. Wait, what just happened? Did it just chuck us back out of the planet? What the heck? Did we just skim off the atmosphere? Yeah, we just skimmed off the atmosphere. Okay, whatever. Alright, anyways, I really need to have a chat with the crew. This is... Yeah. If you stay long enough with the crew, if you work with the crew this long, yeah, things get strange. And, they do know how to push your buttons. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we are looking for the progenitor interface puzzle. I was hoping there would be some pillars on this planet, but there's an obelisk over there, and normally they're in large clusters of like 5 or 6 of them around a larger POI, so you're just looking for a large cluster that's really close together. But for the moment, we're going after this interface puzzle. You know what? I'm an admin right here. What the heck am I doing? Hit the map command. Alright, so let's go ahead and stop here so I don't overshoot it. Alright, so when you're going after... They're not on this planet, so I might just go to that large planet and, nah, I'm not going to bother with that. There's other videos on YouTube how to go after the pillars, and so I'll show you one. I'll show you one and how quickly it is to do them, but, do I have the right armor on? You know what? Doesn't matter. I have GM. Alright, so, interface puzzle. As you can see, there are some codes on the screen, and this is what they are about. Let me, set my turrets and make sure... Yeah, they're turned on. Okay. Turn on the Vulcans, too. Sorry, I'm being a little bit... I've had a long day. Alright, so, as you can see, puzzle here. Now, if I remember correctly, that's 4, 3, 2, 1, maybe? No, this is the south one, so that is... See, I have a notepad for this, but I thought I'd put it visually on the screen there. So many pings. Sorry, can't deal with the pings on Discord right at the moment. Alright, so this one is 1287. 1287. 1287. Alright, now get your DC 17 out, assuming you remember. Dang it. I died earlier and I completely forgot. Alright, so get your DC 17 out. And just shoot them in the... Yeah, just shoot them in the... And don't let them go under the floor. But anyways, they give you 3 frags. That one will give you 3 frags. They give between 3 to 5 frags. This one is... This one is... 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. And again, just shoot them in that bright shiny bit with the DC 17. And then just go around 6, 6, 4, 7. I know this one offhand. It's the only one with duplicates. Now, this is 5218. 5218. Okay, so that's how to do that. If your ship is so kind to kill them. Vulcans, I don't know what you were doing. Vanessa, set the Vulcans properly next time, please. Thank you. Yeah, please set them. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll say it right. Please set them correctly next time. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're a good crew member. That drives me nuts. Alright, so let's turn on TT so I can do this as quickly as possible so you guys aren't waiting. So we're going over to an obelisk. Now, if it'll load in, sometimes these are floating. Now, you want to get your night vision on. You are going to need night vision for this. Well, it is advised to have night vision. Alright, you get a little bit more contrast. It's not advised to get night vision, it's advised to have night vision available. And so what you're looking is a little hole in here, a little deformation, so like if there's a block missing there or something. Or, where it is on this one, it's at the bottom. Get some frags. And this is why you go after the big clusters. Now the floating ones will have them on the sides, or there will be a hole in the top. The ones on the ground, they can be either on the bottom, the sides, or the top on any of the sides. You'll just have to find them out yourself. And I recommend an SV. Now, I'm going to use something that's not actually on the workshop. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to use something that's on the workshop. I'm going to turn that off for a second. Alright, let's turn on some... Let's put some fuel in this baby. This is the Vectus 2, my go-to POI buster. And in Legacy, in Progenitor space, a great little ship for this, too. So you will need to have it sit here, and then you'll want to jump off. Turn off God mode here for a second. Jump off, and then the entrance will be right about there on one of the sides. And you can, if you have an SV, like, I'm just gonna spawn a couple of SVs here. Oof, this is gonna hurt. No, it's not. Okay, whatever. I could do the Warp Striker. It works. It's just not great. Doing plugs for my own ships at this point. Sorry. Not sorry. Deal with it. So the reason I'm choosing this one is, and I will show you in a second, what you want to do is get up on the edge here to where the lip of it, so you just put it up against here, right up against it, and so when it falls, when you get out, well, if it falls, it'll catch on that lip and it'll stop falling, so that you can just jump right back into the ship. And that way you don't even need jetpack boosters. Now, downside of this is, if you fall, you're gonna have to figure out a way to get back up. I recommend having multiple SVs in the sector, just in case stuff hits the fan. Or you can just take your drone, go up like this, and clip off any blocks that are keeping it floating in the air, and then you just go to it like that with the drone. You turn it off. Well, you turn the thrusters off, and you may have to do this. You may have to toggle the thrusters a few times and toggle it off and on a few times, but it will fall. Anyways, that is it for today. I have a few SVs flying around like this. I am going to leave you with a view of the Vectis 2 looking at this pillar. I'm sorry, guys. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not. So, on the outro, it is the end of the video, and I just, great job, Akeva. Great job. So, I am going to leave you with this screenshot. Again, this is free GEI merch. Well, no, this isn't one of the free ones. This is the paid one for the tier 1 tea drinkers. Now, thank you for watching. If you found this video useful in some way, please leave a comment. Hit that like and hit those like and subscribe buttons. You can get more content, more GEI content. I've got more of these videos coming up. I've got some more combat videos I'm very excited about. 2 Toveras versus 1 Aurora, if I can find a sector with 2 of them together. If you want to support this channel, share the video with your friends, join the Discord. If you would like to receive notifications for the videos, hit that bell. It's not just for videos. You get notifications for my community post where I host polls, reveal upcoming content, get crazy, and post some true world-shattering questions. Okay, maybe they're not world-shattering, but they are some nice questions about the game. Anyways, always entertaining. Remember that you matter and to be kind to your fellow humans. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.